On the toe.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Uncle Calvin goes up one position from his P7 start. The rest are running in grid order. Then he pulls out slight gap now. Alan smells Ismail in front of him. Then a bit of a gap to Eric Chu, Adrian. And here comes Calvin Go, new tires. Ismail closes right in on Danny in this very hot conditions here on the roof. Danny just clips at the curb. Precision driving here in A-Main number 1 FF Plus here at the Urban Challenger Series April round. A bit of a gap this time round for Danny. We've got 11.6 lap, Ismail 11.9, Alan 11.8.
4 minutes to drive.
And Uncle Calvin is now closing in on Adrian in front of him. And Adrian very wisely decides to give up the position. A bit of a bigger gap now for Danny as he pulls away from Ismail. Can Alan close the gap to Ismail in front of him? Uncle Calvin has his sights set on Eric Chu. So it's the white car and the maroon car. Fastest car on track, Uncle Calvin 11.6. Gap up front 0.8 of a second. And 1 second gap to Alan Tan. Calvin in the all white.
4 minutes to drive.
3 to go. Uncle Calvin still the fastest car on track with 11.5 last lap. The gap to Eric in front of him is just 1 second. Looks much closer than that now. Calvin making a charge from P7 on the grid. Nothing much happening up front, gap remaining constant. For Danny, Ismail, then we have Alan Tan, Eric and Calvin Go. These are the top 5. And we have Adrian and Uncle Joe. Calvin in the all white right, all over the rear end of Eric Chu now. Eric Chu will have to make his car. Oh, and there's a mistake there by Uncle Calvin. The dreaded corner.
2 minutes to drive.
They have to do it all over again. That gives Eric Chu breathing space to focus on Alan Tan in front of him. This might be too far for Calvin to catch up. And it's Danny pulling away from Ismail. And Uncle Joe is not giving any inches to Ismail. Taps him ever so slightly, and that will bring Alan Tan into play. Alan Tan smells blood. Ismail going on the curb. That will be the closest battle we have now on track. Fight for second place. Here come Alan. Travis, step down from the curb. Travis, unless you may block them. Don't step into the water. Oh, Alan Tan, what you doing?
1 minute to drive.
Is it because I call your name, Alan? And here comes Eric. All the attacking moves were planned over lunch, now being executed on track. Eric picking up speed, and here comes Calvin. He's back in the frame again with 35 seconds to go. Eric sees Alan just in front of him, 30 seconds to go. Here comes Eric. Oh, Uncle Calvin spins out. Eric going sideways on start-finish curve. And it looks like it will be a comfortable victory for Danny over Ismail.
Time is over.
And it's a dash to the line. Ismail will finish in second. Keep going, we're not done.
Finish 2, finish 3, finish 4.
And here comes the winner,
Finish 5.
Danny Lim.
Finish 7.
All Kazakhstan. Danny takes the win from Ismail. Third will be Alan, Eric, Calvin, Adrian and Joe.